Last weekend we were at a friend's house and we spent the entire day speaking in French. It was really a blessing to have an opportunity to spend so much time with them. And when I got home, I felt completely empty. I didn't know how to describe it. So as I laid in bed going to sleep that night, I thought of an illustration that I thought might help explain what speaking French is like what it feels like at this stage of learning a new language. So this cup here represents me. And when we would go over to a friend's house in the States, it was very easy for me to understand everything they said. I took it all in, I heard it all, I understood it all. I could process it, I could understand the nuances of what they said. It was very easy for me. And so it all went in very easily. And I got filled up. And at the bottom you can see there's a hole. And that's my ability to speak. Very easy for me to speak in English. I have no trouble communicating what I want to, so it takes very little effort. And at the end of the day, when we go home, I'm full. I have a lot to think about. I think, what a nice couple. I really enjoy being with them. Oh, it's so good to be understood. And I tell Heidi all this, and we discuss it. But it's the opposite for me in French. In French, it's much more like this, where I only understand a fraction of what they say. And even if I understand all the words, I don't understand the nuances. So quite honestly, very little gets in. And at the bottom there, that giant hole is my ability to speak French. It takes a lot of effort for me to speak French, so it all flows out of me so quickly, all my energy. And at the end of the night, I go home with Heidi, and there's nothing. I have nothing to say. I'm too tired. We're both exhausted. We love it. We enjoy it. The people are wonderful. Our brothers and sisters in Christ here in France have been so good to us. But there's a difference. There's a big difference. This empty feeling has its pluses too, because I very much feel like Paul, who in Philippians chapter 2 said, "Do all things without grumbling or questioning, that you may be blameless and innocent children of God, without blemish in the midst of a crooked and twisted generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world, holding fast to the word of life, so that in the day of Christ I may be proud that I did not run in vain or labor in vain. Even if I am to be poured out as a drink offering upon the sacrificial altar of your faith, I am glad and rejoice with you all. Likewise, you also should be glad and rejoice with me." It's tiring, it's exhausting, and we love it. It's so good to be here where God has called us. We love being with these people. And quite honestly, as a believer in Christ, I love being weak. It's so good because we know that Christ will fill us. There's another verse in 2 Corinthians 12 where Paul says, "For the sake of Christ, then, I am content with weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong." If Heidi and I have any hand in awakening the French people to life, it will clearly be the work of God. We're very weak, and anything good that comes from us will clearly be from the strength of God. Thank you.